Hello, good morning, and welcome to this Dawn Busters Taste Challenge. Here we are at 5:55 a.m. Central Daylight Time. We've got a whiskey from a company that was founded in 1866, Jack Daniel's Number 7, the famous green label with the gold writing and white writing. Different bottle design. Well, okay. Retraction. Same bottle design, different label. It's got different writing. The font is different and different things on the label. This is not the old Number 7. This is Number 7. It's actually younger than the old. And the old isn't really that old. Okay, there's no website listing for this, okay? So if you look on jackdaniels.com, it's not listed in their lineup. So but they'll discuss it in frequently asked questions. Now we're going up against Stedman Select. No, I didn't drink that much. Somebody wanted some of it for me to pour it in a bottle for him. I said, okay. So Stedman Select, introduced in 2018. So this is from, well, the company at least, 1866. This is from 2018. It's a Sazerac produced brand. It says IWA, but it's Sazerac, and this is bottled in Louisville. It's from Kentucky, though, and it's made for the Walmart stores, apparently. So age 3 years, age at least 4 years, both 80 proof, both sour mash whiskey. What else can I think of? Both aged in new charred oak barrels, both straight bourbon, and hold on a sec. The price is not the same. I think it was $25. Yeah, about $24, $25 for the liter bottle of this. And it was $19.95 or $19.99, whatever. Practically $20 essentially for this 1.75 liter glass bottle. So you're getting a lot more here. But the question in this taste challenge, are you really getting more? Can it stand up to a premium whiskey, this private label? I don't know. But I have a feeling, I get the feeling it's going to give it a good run. We're about to find out. A friend of mine, David, you know, with the beard, he was telling me he just tried last night this George Dickel 9-year aged bourbon, which is not even listed on their website. There's no listings anywhere. There's a 10-year. We were at International Market, which has all these obscure things that nobody else has. And he said, this is even an old bottle. And I checked, it was like from 2013. And so it was like but he said it was too boozy, he thought. Got it for like $36. I said, well, you get these obscure items. Maybe there was something wrong with it and they just released it, because 9 years is kind of a strange aging release. But anyway, he got it. So he said he's going to let me try it. I mean, I would probably like it because I'm not too picky. I mean, I'll find little characteristics about drinks, but I don't really necessarily see those as faults. It's just a characteristic, which differentiates it from maybe another one. I did not detect any, take these glasses off. I did not detect any faults with these two, really. So let's see. What does this tag say? SS. Yeah. Not Schutzstaffel, but Stedman Select. There's the Kansas City Southern Railroad. Golly. Spillage. flowed out. It's got this special flow cap at the top, this device. But I mean, it really flows. It's like a waterfall. Hold on. Whiskey fall. Hate to waste it. Plus, the bottle's kind of heavy and it sort of slipped out of my hand a little bit. All right, well, it could be worse. I could have spilt it into the keyboard, which actually I did with some Pabst Old Tankerdale. Oh, man. Sorry for the delay. All right, try to get this thing going correctly. All right, so Stedman Select. Now the Jack Daniel's number 7, the green label. Okay. They're both golden. Maybe a slight amber hue, but gold. Okay, so the appearance is not going to matter. I don't have to be so paranoid about glancing. So let's start. It's dark. It's not going to, I mean, I'm calling it a dawn busters, but there's not much dawn. That's how people in eastern New Orleans, like around Chalmette, southeastern New Orleans, close to Chalmette, and Araby, St. Bernard Parish, say the word Don. You know, like my friend Don, Donald. They'll say, call Dawn. I say, Dawn. Isn't that like a liquid soap? Call Dawn, telling the Erstes is point. Call Dawn, telling the Erstes is point, and go pick up swimps. Swimps, they're frying swimps. Okay, and Erstes. It's a bizarre accent. I met 2 girls, beautiful girls, and right out of high school when I was going to Southeastern Louisiana University, and they're just so dignified looking, you know. And then they spoke. I said, "Well, where are you from?" "We from the parish. We from St. Benoit. We from Andrew Jackson High School." I said, "St. Benoit? You mean St. Bernard Parish?" "Yeah, the parish, St. Benoit." I said, wow. Go cruising up and down Judge Perez Boulevard. You got cars, all them girls and riding up and down in them cars. It's bizarre. All right. Oh. Do you hear the egrets? Thousands of egrets fly over every day around this time at dawn, flying north to Lake Maurepas, the Lake Maurepas Swamp. And then in the evening at dusk, they'll fly back into this town at this pond. There's a pretty big pond with all these cypress trees, and they call it Riverland Estates. And they just flock in those trees. I don't know why they picked that area to stay at night, but they do it regularly for years. You wouldn't need a clock here. You just listen for the egrets and pray your car's not underneath the flight path. All right, but they just are reliable with their migration, north, south, northwest, southeastern migration, their daily cycle. All right. I went walking on a trail. I was talking about David with the big beard. He was doing something. I said, I'm going to walk by the levee while I was waiting on him. And I went over the levee and I said, well, I see some water, but there's so many woods on the other side that, you know, you think you go over the levee and there's the water. No, not really. And so the water was there, but there was just so much overgrowth. And I could see a trail. I said, I'm going to go walk back in there. And I could just, as soon as I got there close to the woods, I could hear stuff jumping into the water, turtles, and I think alligators. And then it was just everywhere, all in the bushes, taking off. I said, I don't know if I should be walking down this trail. And then I said, oh, well, they're running from me. You know, no. And then I see this, a big water moccasin. Must have been that big around, a long tail. That was a really long water moccasin. I said, nope, no, thank you. I don't need a cottonmouth water moccasin biting me. It just took off into the, I don't think it went into the water, but I said, oh, no. And I went back. I said, they get so many alligators and snakes in those woods. He said, yeah, you got to have a stick to go back in there. I don't know how far out that trail went. It probably went out to like a little beach area because we got a huge bature out here. It's probably acres. It's full of trails. You can see where people are back there camping, lighting fires. And then there's a beach. Like the riverbank is sand, brown sand. You can see the boats from around the world coming by up and down the river. So, but you got to watch it back there. You know, you never know what you're going to run into. This one is mild here on the nose. You say, why you do all that talk? I got to let them breathe a little bit, you know. I can't just pour and sniff and drink. Oh, it's mild. Let's see, they're both going to have that sourdough cornbread type aspect. I think that must be Jack Daniel's number 7, but let me see. This one is milder and it doesn't have as much char. And my recollection of the Stedman's is that it had a pretty heavy char note. His complaint about the George Dickel 9-year age was didn't have enough char. I said, that's strange after 9 years. And the Stedman's only been in the barrel 3 years and it had such a heavy char. But sometimes it depends on the thickness of the char. But they both smell very good. But this one I just picked up a JD aspect on this. You know how Jack Daniel's has that indescribable thing, but it only has that. Only it has it, and you can't describe it, but you know it's there. It's like, it's almost like a sweet and sour sauce, hoisin sauce, and it's none of those things. But how do you describe something that you can't, that's incomparable? You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't compare to anything else. So how do you describe it? That's what makes Jack Daniel's unique. It's like almost like they have a special ingredient that no one knows about but them. All right. So on aroma. I think this is the Stedman's, and I think that's the JD Green label, but I don't know. And now, which one's better? Oh, I would say it's a tie. But what's going to happen with this taste challenge? A tie is an automatic win for Stedman's. It wins by default. Obviously, if it's the same quality and one is $19.99 for 1,750 milliliters, and the other one is 1,000, you've got 750 milliliters less. Obviously, the cheaper one wins. $19.99 for 1,750 and $24 for 1,000. I mean, hey, there's no. Now you got Jack Daniel's haters out there in the whiskey world. You say Jack Daniel's, their eyes roll back in their head, and they just flip out. They just go crazy. They'll go on for a half an hour screaming, hollering, spitting. shake and talking about Jack Daniels, how much they hate it. They just go crazy, flip out, which is probably a sign that it is a classic, because that usually evokes those types of that type of fanaticism. You know, it's like Budweiser in the beer world. You might just casually mention it. You're not even trying to start a conversation. You just say, "Yeah, we were drinking Budweiser 2 weeks ago." No. You're at a bar and somebody just goes crazy. They're telling you have to leave. You have to leave. Like, my friend was at this reception at a bar room a few years ago. It was like the cabin, and they were just talking, reminiscing about football, you know, just a casual thing. And then the guy says, "Yeah, like the LSU Tulane game in 1982." And then the guy just starts going crazy. They weren't supposed to blitz. He wasn't supposed to blitz. And they had to kind of like calm him down. Like the bartender had to come around and say, calm down. What's going on here? They weren't supposed to blitz. Do you have Pabst Easy in Louisiana yet? No, not to my knowledge. But forget trying to look it up on the Pabst website with its unworkable, probably for the rest of our lives, website. Spring Cleaning. Yeah, right. A really strange company. All their websites went down. Now they've got it reconstructed for Pabst Blue Ribbon, but there's nothing on it. Something about you could be in an art contest. You say, no, but they got Facebook pages. They got Facebook pages. You ever got on their Facebook pages? They don't say anything. They don't give you any information. It's like a lot of these liquor and beer Facebook pages. There's nothing about the product, you know, just say, oh, it's been on the market this long. It's a great product. People around the world love it. It's like, no, I didn't get on there for that. I want to know about the ingredients. And no, forget it. Bye-bye. Nope. That's why they have a website. Or they should have a website. I shouldn't have to go through all this Facebook stuff and, oh, click here. Do you want to send a message? No, I don't. I want to just find out about the product. Now I'm getting exercised, right? But yeah, so that Jack Daniels and Budweiser thing, if you really want to just set people up, just mention it casually, and you can find out some things about people. They just really go crazy. All right. Oh, wow. Now you see there's some water undertaste. I should have mentioned that in my solo review because I was thinking it, but I said, no, you better not bring that up. Too risky. Now you say, oh, I got you now, because your channel says honest reviews since 2010. They are honest, but they're careful. You know what I'm saying? Honest and careful. So I am picking up that water and a lot of char. So I'm thinking that must be the Stedman's, but let's go on with this one because this could be the Jack Daniels. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, that one's got a lot of char too, but it's like a different type of char. It's hard to say why. I need to go to Jack Daniel's school and learn how to describe it instead of just knowing it. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, I know it. Well, describe it. What do you mean? I don't know. It's just there. There is a char. Okay, let's see which one's woodier. Oh, this is pretty woody, but is it a green wood? Like not dried enough or something? I don't know. I always say that about Jim Beam. Oh, these blind taste tests can really throw a person for a loop. I can't stay on here too long. Got to start doing some cleaning. I think okay. I think this one in my right hand could be to your left, could be a reversed image, but I think that one on my right is more developed, like it has more complexity. The wood is different, like an old house, you know, this old house. And this one over here, does it have more of a yeast, sourdough, watery? Well, okay. I guess it's a tie, kind of a tie as far as quality, to tell you the truth. Sazerac can do great things. Buffalo Trace, Sazerac, Barton, that's who's doing it. Glenmore, Fleischmann's, Barton, that whole outfit. So which one would I rather have? Oh, well, I'd rather have the one for $19.99, you know what I mean? But if the cost was even, you know, it ain't. But if it was, I guess I'd rather have, you know, then I wouldn't have to do trade-offs. Okay. Oh, it's hard to say, let me tell you. This one has a nice little sweetness. And I can't say it's a tie. It really is a tie. So, well, guess that means Jack Daniels loses. Oh, man. Not shocking. Interesting. Bucky Dempsey, what's up? Oh, just chilling. Drinking a bud. Sunrise. Surprise. You are the keeper of the flame. All right. Have you seen the stars tonight? No, I haven't, because it's foggy. Won't you come up on A deck and look at them with me? We can't. It's foggy. All right. I've got a surprise for you. A child is coming. All right. Anyway. All right. Murmur. Say no more. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Say no more. I have to call it, and I'm scared to call it. But it must be done. It must be done. We must do it. I think this is Stedman's. Can't read my own writing. Say S. I wrote the S is kind of ragged. SS. JD number 7. JDN7. I got it. Hey, and I got it right off the bat. You notice that I got them correct right out of the gate. Now, this humidity is getting my nose kind of in a uproar. I'm not gonna sit here and talk about I was super confident, but I was fairly confident. I gotta admit. Do you like beer in a can? I only ask because I always see bottles. Do you think there is a difference in taste? I don't ever drink beer out of a can or a bottle, but I assume you mean poured out of a can. Says Hand of Seeds. Sure, I like it. I don't see much difference in a blind taste test. I doubt anyone or practically anyone could tell the difference. And they got people that claim they can tell bottle versus can, but I'm not seeing a lot of blind taste tests. I'm not seeing that. And I see people do taste tests, but it's pouring this, pouring that, and they're tasting it. But they're looking at what it is. You say, well, they're not biased. They're probably open-minded like you. I am open-minded and I'm not biased. But you can have this, I don't want to sound like Sigmund Freud, you know, but you could have an unknown bias. You're not even aware of it. You see, it's unintended. That's why you do the double blind, because you don't realize it. You think you're not biased, but you are. You don't realize it. You say, you mean a bias of a certain unknown origin? Right. I'm not at liberty to discuss that. Like I said, I can't discuss it. Ooh, Clavius. All right. Next in line, we have got the Jack Daniels Old number 7. Am I right? Didn't I do? Yeah, isn't that correct? My memory's starting to go down. It's going down. It's fading away. It's fading away. Because I did the Old Crow, so we've got Jack Daniels Old number 7 and the Kentucky Tavern, right? And then that'll be it for now. For now, I don't have a lot of bourbons. Got too many blended whiskeys, American blended whiskeys. Oh man. Oh man. Now you might say, Jack Daniels, that's cheap. No, come walk in my shoes. I'll show you cheap. A lot of viewers are saying, no, thanks. No. I don't want to go there. Well, then you'll find out what cheap is really about. Hand of Seed says, you have a cool accent. I have a cool accent. Do all cool people have a cool accent? Hey, man, I'm cool. But we know that already. We know that by virtue of me wearing this shirt. It's an official shirt with a cap that's official as well that I wear when I go places that involve beer. I occasionally wear it, actually. I don't always wear it. Anyway, you can say what you want about Jack Daniels. Good, bad, indifferent, doesn't matter. But I don't think you could say that it doesn't have a noticeable or unique flavor. You can tell what it is. You can tell it's a Jack Daniels. I'm telling you, I can pick it up. Same thing with Budweiser. You can hate Budweiser all day. Doesn't matter to me. You can look in my fridge right now and you'll notice no Budweiser. There's almost never any Budweiser in the fridge. But don't sit there and tell me it doesn't. Don't sit there and tell me, wow, Budweiser tastes like all the rest. Wrong. Doesn't taste like anything else. It's unique. Now, you may not like it. You might say, yeah, but I don't like it. Well, it's fine. You're not obligated to like anything. No one is obligated to like any type of product. But I'm just saying, I think it's disingenuous for somebody to say it tastes like everything else. Now, if you want to say it's trash, fine. I don't think it's trash. I don't believe that. You know that. People that watch my channel know I don't think it's trash. It's just the funny thing to me is just people's reaction to it. I like watching their reaction more than the drinking the product. I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, why would they get so angry about a beverage? So I'm just watching, and it's like entertainment. It's like free entertainment. So you say, now you might be saying you set those bombs off on purpose. You knew what you were doing when you mentioned Budweiser. Well, Maybe. You knew what you were doing when you dropped that Jack Daniels just offhand. You just happened to mention Jack Daniels. Well, sometimes you can kind of pick up on people, you know. You can kind of read them a little bit. And it's almost like you just got to press that button. You know what I mean? Budweiser is good as hell. Okay. And you almost like you got to press the button because they need that button. You know, they're asking for it. I don't know. Maybe I have rascality. Wasn't Budweiser bought by a company in Mexico? No, it was not. No Mexican company bought Budweiser. So, you know, you go somewhere and there's somebody showing up talking about, yeah, I want to get I want to get this Omnipollo isotope half-life barrel select ale. It's about $26, 6 ounces. I was talking to the brewmaster, Tom Shablip, last week, and he was telling me, you know, and it's like, oh, here we go, one of these people. He was talking to the brewmaster, you know, last week, dropping names, you know. In other words, he probably sent the guy an email, and the guy said, thanks for, he got a form letter saying, thanks for your interest in our brewery. But anyway, he was talking to the brewmaster. Yeah, they're saying it loud enough where everybody can hear them. You know, they want everybody to know that they're a big-time beer drinker, you know. So then you just, it's too easy of a target. So you say, oh, okay. If it wasn't so easy, you wouldn't press the button, you know. So then you're like, nah. You tell the bartender, I'll take a Budweiser. And you wait. Budweiser. Now you're going to get lectured. Let me tell you something. But me, I'm just going to sit there smiling, you know. So it's all in good fun. Oh, man. I had somebody telling me on Facebook one day, you Republicans are... I was like, you're getting kind of worked up, huh? And I told him, I said, I'm not even a Republican. I don't know why you're getting so angry. What do you mean, you Republicans? I'm not a Republican. He didn't know what to say then. Oh, wow. I was like, come on, keep going. I don't even care. I'm not. You're getting angry. I'm not angry. People say, don't bring up religion and politics. Good idea. I mean, but I don't get angry about it. I just don't. Other people get furious, you know. I don't get furious at all. They are owned by a company called InBev, right, from Belgium and Brazil. A Belgio-Brazilian outfit, but not Mexican, no. Not Estados Unidos Mexicanos. All right, anyway, so that's enough of this. Ramble on. I'm going to go sing my song. All right, so murmur. Here we go. It's over. Very interesting. I think the black, old number 7, you know, why it's got to be black. The old number 7 black label is going to be probably similar to this. And then the Kentucky Tavern should be almost a complete tie. I don't think Kentucky Tavern will be in any way. Never mind. I'm not going to say that because I don't know. It's best not to say too much. It'll be interesting too. It will also be interesting. Then we'll be back. We're going back to, where are we going? To Canada or Scotland? Oh, we're going to leave Kentucky and go to Canada or Scotland. I don't know. We're going to go either to one of those British Commonwealth countries, Canada or Scotland.